Happy Friday, everybody. It's a bit of a fresh one today. I think it's -2 or -3. I have got a little bit of a heater over there. It's not making any difference. It's just making more noise than anything. But yeah, 2015 Ford Focus, 1 litre Ecoboost. And it is having the timing belt replacement. Now, I haven't done one of these for a while, so I thought, let's chuck one in the mix and get it done. Now, this vehicle has covered 37,000 miles, I think. Yeah, I'll show you now, 37,000 miles. But it's 10 years old. Let's get involved and have a little look at the condition of this timing belt. From my experience of doing these vehicles or doing these timing belts, the worst part about it is getting the exhaust off, and everything else is just comes off relatively easy. Now, I've already undone the 2 bolts on the back here going to the centre section. Now, they can be a little bit tight, so I have put a little bit of heat on it with the heat inductor. We've undone the little bracket. I've drained the coolant out of it. I'm just going to drop the engine oil out of it. And while that's draining out, I'm going to be pulling the alternator belt off, air conditioning pump, and also the alternator as well. As you can see, I've gone ahead now. We've moved the air conditioning pump, the alternator, and the idler and the tensioner. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, you don't need to take the air conditioning pump off. No, you don't. You can do it with it in place, but it gets in your way. And if it's going to get in my way, it's going to do my head in. So we've made a nice little pile down there, and we've got lots of room now. We've got to take this heat shield off, 210s at the bottom, and we can drop the car down and get the exhaust off. Whenever I'm doing these, I do kind of absolutely dread doing these full bolts going onto the turbo, because they can snap, they can pull the threads. Be an awful job if that happens. So do your best. Give the threads a little bit of a clean down and a little bit of spray. Now, what I use, you should all know by now, is some Launch Power Loop Plus. Is absolutely insane. Now I've undone them 4, we can take the vehicle back up in the air and get it off. With the exhaust out of the way, we can go ahead and remove the sump. Quite simple to take off. 8mm, 13s holding it to the gearbox. Get a little drainer because there will be some oil that is going to spill. Let's chuck it into a bit of time lapse and get this off. Now, the moment you lot have been waiting for, what is the condition of the oil pickup? And it is like brand new. Absolutely brand new. With that vehicle now dropped back down to working height, we need to go ahead and remove the rocker cover, the coil packs, the high pressure fuel rail, and a little bit of wiring loom from the top. I'm not going to bore you, we're going to get straight into it and chuck it into a little bit of a time lapse. With everything now removed, we get a 21mm on the crankshaft, and we need to get this engine timed up. Now, cylinder 3, inlet camshaft, inlet lobe, needs to be around about 2 o'clock area. I'll just put my socket on the crank now. If you wang it over, I'm going to say not far off. There. You can grab the inlet tool. For anybody that's asking, it is a laser tool and it is a 6952. That should, can't remember which way to go, I haven't done one in a while. Should just drop on. Oh, look at that! Perfect. Now, it has got a cut out a recess for the camshaft lobe, and it just slots over, fits on the cylinder head perfectly. And there is 2 Allen keys that go in there to secure it. I am now in a position where I can attach the torque multiplier on the back of the engine there. Whatever you can see. Attach it to the block. Now, you can do these with a big bar, but you can't tighten them up with a big bar. To do it properly, you've got to use a torque multiplier. Now, everything is locked up. I've removed the starter motor, locked the flywheel with a lock in place. We can get on this now. Hopefully, it will undo. There we go. That is now slack. Let's get this crank pulley off. With that crank pulley removed, please be careful with it because it has got a pickup ring on the back, and if you damage it, this car will never ever start. Now I've attached the Picklet engine support to the subframe, just taking the jack up a little bit on it to support it, and when we drop the vehicle down now, that engine will stay perfect. And there we have it. We had on a little bit of a time schedule today, so I am trying to get through the job very, very quickly. Now, all the timing, cover bolts, put them in a bit of a cardboard box. That template, oh, I hate to think how many Wetbelt jobs I've done. And there we have it. Timing cover off, engine secured nicely in from underneath. Very, very easy to get these belts off. 10mm on the tension and the belt just pulls off. Very simple. Now I'm going to be popping for my lunch because it is 1:05. I quite fancy a great big Cornish pasty from the butcher's just to keep me warm a little bit. Well, I've had my dinner quickly and that Cornish pasty was absolutely phenomenal. And I also did have hot chocolate. Now I have cleaned the timing cover down. We've replaced this rubber gasket here. You should always replace that. Now, because it's a lot colder out here today and I need the sealant to go off pretty sharpish, we have put it in front of the fire. And while that's warming up, I've already cleaned this this engine down, and it looks spotless. I'm going to go ahead, put the timing belt on, and get the tensioner torqued up to 25 newton meters. Now, the timing belt on this vehicle does look like brand new. There's no delamination on them teeth at all. Let it focus. No delamination on it whatsoever. But it still needs changing. We go ahead and get this timing belt on. Now, these pulleys, and when you grab them, they shouldn't have hardly any play. If you can do that with them, they failed. Get them replaced. But these are pretty good. Now, the timing belt, I do like to put the colour and the writing in between the camshaft pulleys. Hold it nice and tight with your finger and thumb around the crank pulley, around the tensioner. Make sure it's on. And pull the pin. That is one timing belt fitted. Belt on, everything torqued up. Now let's move around to the timing cover. Now it's got a little bit of heat in it. We have put some sealant on it. Now, when I've ordered the belt, I said it's just send me everything that I need to change a wet belt. Now, I'd like to use the BGA sealant, but they've sent me the genuine stuff. So we may as well use it. If we've got it, let's put it on. Leave this now, a couple of minutes, and we can slide it back on. Timing cover on, torqued up, bolted back to the chassis. Now I've cleaned down the block. Steve's just cleaned the sump down, which is in front of the fire, warming up in front of that for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to put that baffle back on, and also the plastic cover that goes over the oil pump belts, which we have put a new one on. I've replaced, well, if these haven't got a thrust washer on them, they need to have one for when you're torquing it up. New crankshaft seal. Now I'm not going to bore you putting it all back together. I'll probably, you know what I'm going to say, put it into a little bit of a time lapse.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone. Just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own. Just wanna do me, just wanna doze. Just wanna live and see how it goes. And the goals just keep on going, yeah. This life we live is a roll. When there's love in the rave, you know. When there's love in the rave, you know. All inside you, all in the soul, 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 soul. You know when the calling's calling you, and the calling's calling more. You know when the calling's calling you, it's calling, calling more, 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 more. You know when the calling's calling more, more. You know when the calling's calling. For
If it was only as quick as that, eh? Right, that car is all now back together. We've got Steve inside the vehicle. We're going to wind it over with the coil packs disconnected, so we can build some oil pressure up and fuel pressure. Go on, Steve, give it a wind, Rooney. There we go. Right, now let's connect these coil packs. If we've done everything right, this should start up. Make sure we've got no fuel leaks. Beautiful. Right, go on, give it a wang, Rooney. There we go. Like a little Singer sewing machine. Well, another job done and dusted on a Friday. That couldn't have gone any smoother if I wanted it to. Every bolt come and done, no rocker cover bolts, rounded, corroded. They normally don't on these Focuses. Now on the Fiestas, that's when you run into problems. I don't know why. But anyway, while that's getting up to temperature, I'm going to be monitoring some live data. Long term, short term, looking at the engine temperature, engine RPM, making sure that everything is tickety-boo. And while it's doing that, I'm going to be putting my tools away. If you've made it this far in the video, and if you like what I'm doing, please hit that like and subscribe, because there's lots of videos upcoming. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Let's get it sent.